And also, as far as filming goes, there is recreation. In a moment, ma'am. In Recreation Code of Conduct, these two rules here. Consistent express permission must be provided by Center Rec Supervisor, Director of Recreation, Deputy Executive Director of Recreation to conduct filming operations in the center.
You have any ID?
Do you have ID, sir?
Yes.
What's your name?
Okay. I don't want you to fall. I want you to scoot over in the grass for me.
You keep issuing directives, and I think I've been walking.
It's for your safety.
But you're not in charge of my.
ID for me, please.
Did I commit a crime in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania?
Like please get your ID, sir. Your front door's locked.
No thanks.
How about your name, date of birth?
You can call me good citizen.
Okay.
That didn't do it.
If you had a complaint, you don't have a complaint.
We do. I need a complaint form so I can take it.
Imagine walking into a public recreation center, funded by your tax dollars, only to be told you're not welcome unless you follow arbitrary rules not backed by law. In today's case, a park ranger, some vague suspension, and a whole lot of confusion collide with a determined citizen journalist who refuses to back down. But where's the line between policy and the Constitution? That's exactly what's about to get stress tested.
Hello? Hello? I don't exist.
Hi, how's it going?
Oh, so now you're going to speak to me? I said hello to you and you ignored me.
Are you Lisa Robinson?
Well, you ignored me. Why should I talk to you?
Okay, so the recreation supervisor here said that you are Lisa Robinson. If you are excluded from this recreation center until 2/18, so you still got a month to go. And also, as far as filming goes, there is recreation. In a moment, ma'am. In Recreation Code of Conduct, these two rules here. Consistent express permission must be provided by Center Rec Supervisor, Director of Recreation, Deputy Executive Director of Recreation to conduct filming operations in the center, which you do not have. And then also, do not take or post photos, videos, or information about other customers on social media. You're getting complaints too, people feeling uncomfortable with you guys being here. Someone has a statement on you, so I'm going to ask you both to leave. If you do not want to leave, then I'll have to contact District 4 Denver Police to help evict you from the area, and they could criminally trespass.
I think it's District 3.
Yeah, it's District 3.
It is.
You said District 4.
I said 3. I'll have to contact District 4 Denver Police. I'll have to contact District 4 Denver Police.
Oh, I thought you said 4.
So you
It's
guys
okay. I mean, it
leave
doesn't really matter. But.
right now,
and you said
or we'll call them. So it's up to you.
Well, can I tell you something real quick? So this is
You're not going to leave?
May I have a car?
Okay.
I was trying to talk to you.
May I have a car?
No.
Why
I need to
not?
leave the area.
Well, I can get
I'm badge number 10. This is my name. Ranger Carrier, C-A-R-R-I-E-R-E. Okay, I'm a Denver Park Ranger. I'm asking you to evict the area with everything I just said. If you
Can we
can't do
stand
that,
out there?
no, you are excluded from the park.
Man,
Well,
this
last time they said I could stand out here.
hold on, Lisa. Man, this is a designated public forum,
I'll
okay?
contact DPD
Man,
and
this
they'll have to come
it's a
inspect it.
designated public forum, okay? Do you understand that? You can't just make a policy that you can't record. Right, we're in the public area, man. We're not going back there.
The house of the
You're very rude, man.
Hello. Is Will Danos working this morning?
Bill? Yeah, Bill's working.
Will.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
He usually comes.
Okay. How are you? My name is Jake.
Do you have a card?
I do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm Lisa.
Okay, Lisa.
In order to be trespassed from a public property, like a public space like this, she has to commit a crime first. And so this is a designated public forum. So she absolutely has a right to take pictures in the public lobby for news purposes. And that's what she's here to do. She's not here to disrupt or block anyone.
I never said she did.
So she can absolutely stay here regardless of the suspension.
Yeah, these are public restrooms. No one needs a membership to be here. This rec center was built with public restrooms at the front. During my last suspension, I use these all the time.
Okay.
So you can't really suspend someone. This is like being in the park. They did write that I am suspended at the park, but last time, and I have it on camera, they said I could stand right out there. But she just told me, no, I can't even be in the park.
Okay.
But, I mean, you can't suspend me from a park.
And again, I'm just following what the her director and the park director is.
Yeah,
Right, sir, but you swore an oath to the Constitution, right? And so you should call your
I'm talking to her. Thank
But
you.
I'm talking to you.
Sure.
Okay,
So
look,
I'm
now we got Mr. Rude guy here, man.
okay. Well, I'm trying to
Yeah,
conduct
but,
my.
but you know what? You're not doing it right, man. You need to get a supervisor down here
Okay,
before
I
we make a
don't
big
need to
mistake.
get a supervisor yet.
Yeah,
I'm
because
having
you're
a
making a huge
conversation.
mistake.
These are public restrooms. It was built this way.
So those are facilities of the recreation center though? And
They're public restrooms. This was built, hundreds of people come in here every day. They do not have a membership.
Yeah. It has to be
She
viewpoint
agrees.
neutral, man. So like if you say, hey, people can come in here and they can use the restroom and utilize this space, but if Lisa can't be here because you don't like her speech, that's viewpoint discriminatory. So that's completely unacceptable.
And I
This is
understand.
like being, you don't have a membership?
I don't have a membership.
Thank you.
No, no, I have for 4 years and here.
No,
Anytime I.
And no one asked you, do you have a membership?
Nope.
She
This is
endorsed.
obviously going nowhere, so I'm going to call my sergeant, see if they want me to do anything else. But if they're saying they're going to leave, I'm kind of with them. This is a public area.
Yeah, once
Allow
you
people to
leave-
come in here.
Once you leave, all the
Unless-
activity's
well,
gone.
Sure, but if you guys had keypads on here to say, nope, only people can be in here. Again, I don't know their policy, right?
She
As
just
we-
told me,
Sure.
on camera, I'm trespassed from parks.
Sure.
We're not gonna enforce to any park. And I said, well, then why do you write it? Why write it if you're not gonna?
Because they're going to try to bully you. That's why.
Right.
They're in hopes that you'll just relinquish your rights and not say anything.
Right. That I
And
won't
they're-
know my rights. Because a lot of people don't know their rights. They don't know the Constitution.
Yeah.
And,
again, I think it might not necessarily be that from obviously the people I interact with on a daily basis. I don't necessarily think it's the people that don't know their rights. I think most people probably go through life the same as I do. I want the least amount of stress possible. I'm not ever going to seek out stress or add more stress to me. So if someone does say, hey, you're no longer allowed here, for whatever reason,
right.
and again, I'm speaking for me,
Right.
my opinion, I'm not adding more stress to my life. I'm going to go, cool, I'll go find one of the other 50 different rec centers that I am on. So I don't think it's necessarily not knowing the law. I think it's just people, once they're told, whether it's by an officer or someone, not even in uniform, but maybe an employee of a different place, they just take it as is. They would rather just go, nope, I want a stress-free life, and go do their own thing.
And that's the reason why this country's...
Well, to me, it's not stress because...
That's the reason this country's in the state it's in.
As a citizen, we need to exercise our rights. Rights are like muscles. If you don't exercise them, they wither and die. And it's just my rights, it's our rights. We all have them.
Yeah.
And so I'm exercising our rights for all the people. I'm just saying you guys should get a lot more training, and so should you. They should know too what's public and private. They should just listen to them and say, because they're ignorant and encouraging. I can't encourage. She should say, look, I swore an oath to the Constitution, and that's public. I can't do anything. And tell her boss that.
I don't really like this guy, man. He's trying to be... The only reason he's being cool now is because I told him this is a designated public forum. And now he's trying to backtrack. Otherwise, he would have just kicked... If I wasn't here, he would have just straight kicked Lisa out of here.
Any other questions for me?
Oh, no. Thank you so much.
Anything I can do for you?
No, I appreciate your professionalism.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that then, okay?
Thank you so
No
much.
problem. Have a good day.
Thanks for
Can we get
always
your
my
business
friend.
card before you go, please?
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You're a great police officer. Can you get some training for the others?
And again, all officers I would say would love training, but us being 300 plus officers down,
Yeah.
there would be nobody on the streets. Because no one wants to do this job anymore, unfortunately.
So, hi, Brian. Nice to see you.
Do you want more copy of these?
No, I have those. Thank you.
All right,
Have
so
a good
we're
day.
allowed to be here then, right? You're wrong? All right, do better, man.
Well, I thought I was going to get a trespass.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good day, Sam. All right, thank you.
I'll come back into...
Sam, do you want to talk at all?
Lisa's gonna be back more, man. Like, the more that you do this, the more that we're gonna come back, bro. So...
When authority leans on policy instead of the Constitution, it's up to us to push back, respectfully but firmly. Public spaces belong to the public, not to the whims of undertrained staff or outdated rules. If you don't flex your rights, they'll fade. So next time someone tells you to leave without legal cause, ask questions, stand your ground, and know the law better than they do. What happens when a citizen journalist walks up to the gates of a juvenile detention center armed with nothing but a camera and the Constitution? In this chilling audit, we witness authority figures dish out confusion, contradiction, and veiled threats, all in an attempt to chase a man off public property he never stepped off of. The real question isn't whether he's allowed to film, it's how far they'll go to stop him.
With what? I went to Walmart, bought a camera.
They don't want you on the property.
Well, I don't want you to shoot your wife.
What's that have to do?
Well, you're making directives about something I didn't even do. Don't tie your shoelaces together. Don't smoke crack. I mean, do you need anything else? Do you need any other directives? I mean, I understand that. I haven't been on their property.
Well, you're on your property now.
No, I'm not. This is public property. The people own this. It says public parking right there. And this is a public street. I already checked this out with GIS survey. Am I being detained, sir?
Why don't you go?
Why don't you go? What's your name, sir?
Just find out. Now you want to leave.
Nope, I just want your plate number so I can talk to Mr. Reed. 5991. Huh?
He's on vacation right now.
I'll find out. He's over my house twice a week.
Okay. You have any ID?
Do you have ID, sir?
Yes.
What's your name?
Right there.
Is that what you tell the judge, sir?
What's your issue anyway?
I don't have an issue. I'm just asking you what your name is before I don't know. Are you
Bonar.
okay. And what's your badge number, sir, or employee?
I have badge number.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yes, you do. What's your employee ID number?
1451.
That's correct. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
They just don't want you to take a picture of the building.
Too bad. It's a public building. The people own it. The people built it.
Right, but for security purposes, they don't want.
It doesn't matter. I'm on public property. I have a right to film it.
Why don't you go ahead and leave right now?
Why don't you turn around and take off too? I mean, if you're going to issue directives, why can't I?
Well, because you don't have any authority to issue directives.
Neither do you. I'm not doing anything wrong and I'm not breaking the law. You have no authority over me.
Suspicious.
Is that a misdemeanor or a felony, sir?
It could be a misdemeanor.
No, it can't. Suspicion is not a crime.
If I tell you to leave the property, leave the area.
I'm not, no, you can't tell me to leave public space. You can tell me to leave their property if I'm on it, but that says public parking.
Okay.
Public. That's for the public.
Are you parking? No.
Do you know that I haven't parked over there? Do you know that my car's not sitting over there in this parking lot?
I don't know why you'd be here anyway. It's just kind of weird.
Oh, okay, is that a crime?
Acting odd is not a crime, but
Correct.
the way you act is kind of bizarre.
Well, that's because you've approached number
Anything better to do?
25 or 26. Are you ILEA certified?
Yes, I went through the academy.
Is he ILEA certified? He wouldn't answer.
I don't know.
Are you ILEA certified, sir?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so you're not an officer.
Yes, I'm a special deputy.
Okay, so you
JP4.
so you don't really have any authority out on the street. Out on the street. Out in the public easement. No, you don't.
On this
Like a
property, yes, I
probation.
do.
I wasn't on the property.
On this property, yes, I do. There's my badge, there's my identification, and there's my ID.
Okay.
Now, I've asked you not to. I said you can film across the street. I said I don't have no problem with it. I said do not come to the front of the building because we have juveniles that are.
Hi, sir. Good.
Sergeant Isley, County Police.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah, what are we doing today?
Taking pictures.
Okay, you can take pictures.
That's correct. Well, tell this gentleman that because he's saying I
really
can't.
be here on their property.
I'm not on their property. I'm on public property.
Okay.
Not only that, but right there it says public parking. I can go in that parking lot, right?
Okay, it's public.
I mean, I asked these guys, how do
Out
they?
here, you're in a street.
Well, that's because so I can be right here.
Well, it's a yellow curb as part of the street.
So I can be right here.
No, not really.
Well,
That's
so
detention
you
facility.
can't tell me to not be in the road. There has to be an easement.
Well, the roadway's dangerous. You're obstructing traffic.
Am I not lit up bright enough?
Do you want to go?
Am I not bright enough here? I mean, don't you think people can see me here? I'm in bright.
Well, it's still, they have to slow down and change their direction of travel.
Okay.
Why don't we go to the public parking lot and stand there and talk?
Technically, that's not public parking.
Okay.
It says public.
Okay.
It says public parking.
I have maintenance take it down.
It says public parking.
That's
It says public, but it says public.
Okay, I understand that. That doesn't mean that it is. Can we go over to this parking lot and talk?
Sure.
Okay. Come with me. Stop traffic for you. Right this way. People have to stop, so you can't be in the street.
Well, I'm following you. I wasn't in the street. I was following you.
You wanted to go to the parking lot. See that yellow striped area that's not a parking area? Let's go stand over there.
That looks like private property.
Well, they told me that this was actually public property over here. Okay? So you want to stand here?
I'm good right here.
Okay, well, I don't want you in the street. So you're safe up on the grass, okay? I don't want you to fall. I want you to scoot over in the grass for me.
You keep issuing directives, and I think I've been walking.
It's for your safety.
But you are not in charge of my safety. I am.
Well, if somebody hits you, then I got to do.
You're not in charge of my safety.
Did you have any purpose to be out here?
Yes.
What's that?
Officer accountability, building accountability.
Okay.
It's a First Amendment audit.
Okay.
And I'm just taking pictures of the building.
Okay.
You know, if they want to make an issue of it, I'll take pictures of every plate and every person that walks in and out of here.
That's okay. People, you can take their picture. I don't have a problem with that.
They have a problem with it.
Well, you're in a property of a detention facility.
I'm not in the property.
Okay.
I'm on a public street.
And over here, you're okay. I think over there, you're in there. There's cameras. That's a detention facility.
Right, but they have layers of security. I'm making sure inmates aren't rappelling off the structure.
Okay.
I'm making sure that these guys respect and honor their oath.
I understand that, and that's why I'm here.
Okay.
You have First Amendment right to take pictures of anything you want.
And that guy threatened me.
Okay, well, that's between you and him.
No, that's between you and him.
That's not between me and him. I didn't threaten you. Okay.
I can bring it up. It's all being live streamed.
Okay.
Would you like to see it?
No, that's okay.
So you don't want to talk to him about making threats?
I'll talk to him in a minute. I just want to make sure you're okay. I want you to stay here, okay? And I'm going to go talk to him. Can we do that? I'm going to separate the two parties in this dispute, apparently, and I'm going to go talk to this guy for a second.
Okay. I'll maintain distance here.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Sarge. Correspondent with Indiana News and Information.
Okay. Okay. Do you have a name?
Yes, sir.
I'm asking you to identify yourself because you're here, and we've obviously have a controversy. They're going to leave you alone. I'm going to depart here.
You're going to ask me to identify myself.
Yeah. Name, date of birth. That's all I need.
No, sir.
Okay. You're refusing to identify yourself. You're in front of a detention facility.
Hold on. Before we get going, would that be code 34285 3.5?
What's that?
Would that be this municipal code 34285 3.5?
Okay.
That'd be failure to ID. What crime have I committed?
I'm just trying to find out your name.
Yeah. But what crime have I committed?
I don't know that you're not a dangerous person.
It's only in the case of an infraction or ordinance violation.
I'll tell you what. You want to take your pictures, you go ahead.
Right.
Stay off of their property.
Yes, sir.
That's not public property. That is a public facility, but it is a detention facility.
Right. I understand that. I understand that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's why I was never on. That's why I was never on the property.
All right. Thank you very much.
So what did they say about this? I can be in the grass or the walkway?
Yep. They tell me that is where the public parks when they come to their facility. Right. That, though it says public parking, is where their employees park. That is where juveniles are brought in.
Correct.
Okay. Now you can't film juveniles going into the facility. Then that's between you and the juvenile you film.
So, you can, because they have no expectation of privacy in public. You already know that.
Sees his picture on YouTube, that might be a question, but him and you can resolve in civil court or whatever. Okay.
Well, there's nothing to it because you have no expectation of privacy in public.
That's up to civil court. All right. As long as you're not out here where you're going to get hurt and you're not going to hurt anybody.
Correct. I have no ill will or ill intent.
I don't know that.
Well, I'm telling you that I'm innocent until proven guilty.
People lie to me all the time.
Well, I can't help what other people do. I'm not.
You may be lying to me.
I'm not. I'm telling you I'm not.
How do I know that? I'm not.
Because, right? Okay. But so you're saying that you're going to treat me as though I am lying? I mean, how dare you? I thought you were a servant to the. I thought you were a servant to the public.
None of what I hear and half of what I say.
I thought you were a servant to the public.
I am.
Okay, so we're all terrible.
Do you just want to sit here and have?
No, I just can't believe you're calling me a liar, a thief, a cheat, a murderer.
I don't know you.
Right, I don't know you either. Do you have any internal affairs investigations?
I don't know. You'll have to ask internal affairs.
Do you have anything pending?
Not that I know of.
So is that Mr. Stone or Mr. Gladia? Which one do I ask?
That would be Captain John Zagelmeyer.
You want me to speak to Mr. Zagelmeyer?
You may, if you like.
I've spoken with him before. He knows who I am.
Okay. You're welcome to call him then if you know who he is. I'm okay.
Oh, yes.
I have
Oh,
nothing
yes.
to hide.
I have his card.
My life's an open book. All right? I'll be right back. I'm going to talk
Thank
to
you, sir. I appreciate it.
If standing on public ground with a camera is seen as a threat, then what does that say about those sworn to uphold our rights? This wasn't about safety. It was about control and hoping you don't push back. But rights aren't handed out. They're exercised. Next time someone flashes a badge and demands silence, remember, the Constitution doesn't need permission. What happens when a few independent journalists walk near a police station, looking for a public entrance, and suddenly become suspicious for daring to hold a camera? In this raw and chaotic encounter, watch how quickly officers jump from curiosity to confrontation, demanding ID, spinning false narratives, and forgetting the one law they're supposed to serve, the Constitution. This isn't just a parking lot. It's a battleground for the First Amendment.
What happened?
How you doing, sir?
Hey, how are you?
What's going on? This area is only authorized.
Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta go that way.
You can't be back here near the vehicles.
Which way in?
Do you have ID on you?
Why would I need that? Did I do a crime?
Well, you're in an area here. It's only authorized with police.
Okay, I'll leave.
Okay. Well, what are you doing back here, sir?
I was looking for the door.
Looking for what?
The door.
Okay. You got ID on you?
Why would I need ID?
Sir, I'm asking you for ID.
For what reason?
Okay, because I need to know why you're back here, why the vehicles, filming license plates.
Well,
and
if you're talking about trespass warning, you warned me and I left. I'm leaving.
Yeah, right. There's actually a sign right there. It says it's only for authorized persons only. And on this side over here, you going behind the vehicles and filming people's vehicles, okay? That's concerning to us.
I wasn't filming anybody's vehicle.
I just watched you from the window here.
No, I was narrating my video trying to find the door to the police department.
Okay. Well, I'm going to just need your name now. Okay? Can I get ID from you, please?
Did I commit a crime in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania?
Like I said, okay, I'm stopping you now because somebody back there recording our vehicles, okay,
I didn't record your. I wasn't recording your vehicles.
That's how it appears, okay?
Is there a sign that says you're not allowed back there or anything?
Yes, there is.
Where's that?
On the other side here.
Can you show it to me?
Can you grab me your ID, please?
Can you show me the sign first? For legal reasons. For my lawyer.
Can I please get your ID, sir?
Your front door's locked.
No thanks.
How about your name, date of birth?
You can call me good citizen.
Okay.
That didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
You told me I wasn't allowed back there. I came back. I obliged.
That's fine. Why are you back there in the first place?
I was trying to find the entrance to the building.
But you were recording our vehicles.
I wasn't recording your vehicles. That's a narrative that you're spinning on this. I was recording while I was trying to find the entrance of the building.
Is it okay if I record your vehicle?
I'd personally not like him going around the outside of my vehicle looking at it and recording the vehicle. That's what it appeared to me. That's all I got to say.
Your personal vehicle's back there?
Yes.
What you're saying?
I didn't even know that until you just said that.
I could, let's know that.
All right, well, do me a favor then, guys. I'm going to tell you right now, this area is off limits. I don't want you to return back there. Okay?
That's all you have to do.
Okay, please leave now.
That's all you have to do.
Are you here for any other reason?
Yes, we want to get a complaint form.
What's that?
We need an IA complaint
Okay,
form.
well, I'll need your name to get you a complaint.
No.
Excuse the complaint.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that an arbitrary rule that you just said we're not allowed past this way? Because I don't see any.
Are you done here?
There is no lawful sign.
Do you have a police report?
Signs that say statute of any signs that say we're not allowed to go past this point.
Not that difficult to figure out.
First of all,
on the other side here, there's.
Yeah, we're gonna take a walk.
Let's go see where this sign is. We're invited to see the sign. These officers invited us to see the sign.
It says stop. Do not enter. Police vehicles only.
We're not a police vehicle.
That's a vehicle. We're not parking here.
We're human beings.
We're not parking.
That's for vehicles.
We're not parking here. I think this guy looks familiar. I don't know where I met. I've seen this guy somewhere before.
What my concern is not whether or not you're back. For all reason, there could be lawful reasons to go back. Okay, maybe he was lost. However, when I saw him recording our vehicles, it was raising concerns.
Is this publicly funded? I don't have one to give you. By the county.
All right, guys. If you don't have a complaint, we're gonna leave.
Did any of us park there where the police vehicles can park only?
We're not done. We're not done because we're trying to establish.
I was just asking if you had a complaint. If you don't have a complaint,
We do.
I need a complaint form so I can take it with me like the law states and fill it out and bring it back.
This is public property. This is what we establish. You can't put that sign out and say that we're not allowed past
And this guy has a temper. Is this guy has a temper? Where's your commanding officer?
If I don't listen to what you said, what will happen?
Who's your commanding officer? This guy right here? Oh, there it is.
Stay away from the vehicles, not be recording our person.
Are you corporal? Are you a corporal? What's your name, sir? Please.
All right, guys. You don't have a complaint, then have a good night.
Are you a corporal? What's your name? What's your name?
I need a form right here. I need
You come down on Monday and ask
No,
for
I need a form right now.
Right now.
I need a form
For
right
you.
now.
And you can't hand it to us. Somebody else has to.
We'll be checking your vehicles out. We'll be checking your vehicles out. We will be checking your vehicles out.
How about we check yours out? I'll follow you all night.
Please do. Jump in your car and follow us.
Guys, have a good
You
night.
got nothing else better to do than bother.
What's that guy's name? With the guy with the two stripes on his sleeve.
Miss.
Look at that. They came out talking all this mad, reckless shit, and they can't even say what their name is.
That's the walk of shame there.
Oh, here he comes. He's gonna get us a complaint form.
Very good. It wasn't that hard, was it?
Thank you, man.
So what's the rule as far as not being able to
Good night, guys.
The guy with the big Barry Bonds head needs to be checked, bro. Like, seriously. He has a problem.
Very good. That wasn't that hard. Not being able to go back there.
I didn't say it was involved.
So we can expect our vehicles if we need to, right?
It's not your vehicle.
No, not your personal one. The police vehicles.
Police vehicles are going to be leaving any second. You can video them.
Can I inspect the parking lot for needles?
What law is that? What law is that?
It's posted for police vehicles and police personnel only.
No, it says vehicles.
Vehicles for parking.
Get your signage right if you're going to enforce something that's illegal.
In legal terms, vehicles is a whole different story, dude.
You do know that, right?
Can we inspect the parking lot for empty syringes?
Are you prepared for a federal lawsuit?
Can I inspect the parking lot for empty syringes?
And use rubbers?
This video proves it. Some officers still believe a badge trumps the Bill of Rights. But cameras don't lie, and neither does the Constitution. You don't need permission to walk on public property, and you damn sure don't need to ID just to exist near a police station. If freedom makes them uncomfortable, that's their problem, not yours.